Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Chad Trades, coming in from a dark and gloomy, somewhat rainy Sunshine Coast, Australia. And I'm going to show you some historical effects that the DXY has had on the Bitcoin price over the last couple of months. And then we'll follow up with some long to short-term time frame analysis of Bitcoin. I'll show you what I think is happening and potentially going to happen. So as you might have seen, the DXY, the dollar index basket against other currencies like the euro, the Canadian dollar, etc., is pumping. So the dollar is pumping. These are the effects that it's had on Bitcoin in the past. So we're going to draw a couple of lines where it has started. So I'm just going to start with the most recent ones: April, May, June, July. So just after the pullback, we draw a line where the green candles and the green run began. Small pullback, string of green candles began. Small pullback. Should we put it there? Should we put it there? We're talking consecutive green candles. Put it there. Pullback. Green candles have begun. So large run, large run, large run, large run. Potential, well, it's there, it's already started. That's a big as fuck candle. So now I'm going to get these dates, these 4 dates here, and I'm going to map them onto the daily, just like this. This is the daily DXY chart. I'm going to put them on the daily Bitcoin chart, and I'll show you where it happens to be. I've also decided I'm going to put one here because this is a string of green candles as well, which basically did the same thing. So I'm going to put one there on the 5th of May. Alright, here's the Bitcoin chart, and you can see why I put the 5th of May one now, because look at this. Yep, rolled over, green candle, a string of green candles on the DXY. We've got a string of downwards momentum, string of green candles, some decent downwards. Yes, we're in a downtrend, but not even sideways. On the 5th of May, bang, literally the first green candle on the 5th of May. First big green candle there, that led to more green candles, led to these red candles. On the 8th of June, it was literally the start of that huge dump, the worst month in 12 years of Bitcoin history. 8th of June, the green candles begun. Even if you went to the 9th of June, where the big green candles got going, you'd be there, and it's still beat around the bush. Now we're looking at where we are here, where we've got a couple green candles that have begun, but the real big one, the big girthy bastard right there on the 5th of July was here. Yeah, it was a small red one, just like that small red one, actually very similar to that small red one, even with the wick down. So there you have it. Do as you will with this information, but good technical analysis is very focused on reflecting on previous price action and historical data, and that is what we're looking at here. So huge green runs, huge green runs, huge green runs, huge green runs, and the DXY is even going for it right now. This is breaking 20-year, I'll put on the weekly, 20-year highs, and if you lay the Bitcoin price over the DXY, quite inversely correlated. All right, let's get into the fun stuff. So first of all, with the Bitcoin price action and current time, if you're watching this, hopefully you're watching this now in the present, it hasn't gotten too far away from you. We'll just look at the funding rate. We'll just see what everyone else is doing. Positive funding rate for extended period of time. That is 4.5 days of positive funding rate, mostly suggesting aggressive bidding on derivative exchanges. So aggressive longing. You can see here when the shorting became aggressive, it gave fuel to the fire for the price to jet up. So people start betting that it's going to go down. Wrong. Bang, up. Yeah, a high amount of people betting that it's going to go up there. See how it peaked? They try and catch the knife, gives it fuel to go down. Rocket fuel. So we've got a lot of accumulated funding rate to the positive side, a lot of ongoing betting that the price is going to go up, and at the top side of a range you can see that it's a bit rangy there. We'll look more on the other chart, but you can see it's quite rangy here. Betting that it's going to go up on the top side of a range, not the best idea. It's a big fan now! This is the way we roll! It's a big fan now! Here is the Bitcoin liquidity map for Binance. Binance does the most volume, so we'll have a look at that, shall we? You can see here if the price goes down to below 19,200, there is a lot of easy liquidations to be made. Obviously, people have stop losses, etc., etc. I'm not going to explain it every time I talk about this, but you can see that the liquidations on the underside of the price are a lot more easy picking for market makers, market manipulators, and stop hunting, basically. So that's all there for the picking. That's also another somewhat bearish sign. There's a bit of a theme going on, actually, a bit bearish. I mean, I'll show you. We'll talk about it. Here we are back on the Bitcoin chart. Zoom into the 4 hours. Zoom in here, and what I want to just do is just make a very simple channel. If you don't like channels, I don't like you. If you don't like horizontal ranges, I don't like you. Nah, but look, see, look at this. Trying to prefer candle closes here and drag it down. Where are you dragging it to? There? Or you're bearish price target. Yeah, if you're medium bearish. See, this is the thing about channels and horizontal ranges. Assume that they're not going to break, and you'll be right more times than you're wrong. They stay in these channels, as you can see. Yes, it broke it, but it's back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times if you just follow the channel that started right here. You just grab this. Easy, huh? No, but seriously. So, you know, this is a descending channel, higher chance to break to the upside. Will it be this time? Potentially. But with the DXY pumping, the liquidations all just sitting around here, and the funding rate so positive, brings the probabilities down. If you have a strong negative funding rate at the top side of a channel, or again, horizontal range. So if we're talking more short term here, horizontal range, grab that, still absolutely valid, absolutely important. If you get positive funding rates at the top, then it's likely to just go, everyone's betting it's going to go up from here, likely to go down. Negative funding rates at the bottom, everyone betting it's going to go down further, likely to just bounce back up. So you want to see opposite funding rates. So if you've got negative funding rates here, so everyone's betting that it's going to go down from here, then you'll probably get the liquidity to bust on through the channel and the range. So you've got a descending channel plus a horizontal range plus a couple of bear traps over the 20k mark, psychological resistance apparently. It's a bit of bullshit that, but it's a self-fulfilling prophecy basically. You sort of gauge what I'm trying to say here, yeah? I mean, this might be the time that it bounces up, and this is another thing that I want to say. I always thought that under the 200-week simple moving average, under 20k, great time to buy. I've thought that for the last year and a half, 2 years. It's under here. I'm not going to call myself retarded for the last 2 years saying that this is going to be a good place to buy, and then when it's here say it's a shit place to buy. You don't do that shit, do you? So there you go. I think soon, and by soon I could mean tomorrow, I could mean next week, I could mean in 2 months. Soon we'll likely get a rally, and it's going to make people think that this was the bottom. Okay? It's going to make people think this was the bottom. That is, in my opinion, what would take the most amount of money from the most amount of people, fuck the most people over. That is what's going to happen, I think. So that'll probably happen. Run that in, and then from there, we'll see how strong the momentum is. But you heard the stories. Anyways, that'll do. It's been long enough. Peace and love. I'll see you on the next one. And if you made it to the end, can you like, subscribe, and comment, please? It helps me out a bit. Apparently, that's what you need to do around here to get the eyeballs. So cheers for that. If you enjoy the content I provide, the angle we hit the market from, and don't mind giving us a second to plug our own program, then come check us out on blockchainbulls.io. Direct contact with myself and the Blockchain Bulls all-star team and community over 4 Telegram channels. Market updates, our signature daily bull score, the week ahead newsletter, profitable trade ideas and trade setups, quizzes and events where you can win rewards in Bitcoin, and our very own Steezy DGen keeping us up to date with the weekly roundup and the best crypto news and P2E gaming that you need to see. Whether you're brand new to crypto or a veteran, we'll be sure to set you up with all the best information to give you a fight and go. If you have any questions, just swing us an email found below in the description of this video, and we will work out whether this program is right for you. Cheers.